Welcome to another episode of Primo Talks. When it comes to life, you got to have those people around you who have those gifts and talents like you have in order for you to implement those things, so you know that the things that you're doing is moving you towards those goals, those dreams, those realities that you saw in your life. This is not the time for you to take a step back. It's a time for you to be teleported. This is a place where you can actually get the information that you need that you can implement today. Let's talk. Everyone has the 24 hours in a day. You and me alike have 24 hours. And because we only have 24 hours, we have to do something different within that 24 hours to magnify all this time for this little bit of money. Or you could say, this is how much time and this is how much money I make. That starts off with the right mindset, knowing that you are a general of money. Second, every dollar saved is a new employee that works for you to free up your time that you so freely destroy. When you go out and you consume, and if you think about it, every 2 weeks, if you make, let's say for example here, $450, that's what you get paid every 2 weeks. That means every 2 weeks you're making about $900. That's going to put you right around $30,000 a year, if that is the case, and you get paid 26 times a year. So you make around 900, a little under, between 20. Do the math on that. You're going to see, 450, that's 900 times 26 weeks. You get an idea. Between 28 and 30,000 around about, you'd be around there. What you would notice, though, is that at the end of the year, you had 28 to 30,000 soldiers in a 12-month basis. How many of your men survived you being a general who went to war? Did all of them, did you deploy them where they left your military branch and they switched from you, whatever your name is, to someone else's name? Whether it's Walmart, now Walmart got those soldiers, because you'll hear Walmart have retained earnings. Or was it you got a new Apple phone, now Apple got your soldiers. So you work this much time to lose half of your men to a new employer. A new employer, because every time you consume and you have a desire, it is a business on the back end of that who's looking to hire your dollars and cents that you gave this much time for this little bit of money, and that became your normal. That became your cycle. That became your reality. And for you, that's what you know. It's never, how do I now take my soldiers and do what they do? See, I've always wondered, what do they do? But I'm telling you now what they do. They take the opportunity to first be able to save money, then make a decision. Is a business the best way for me to deploy this 1,000 soldiers as I save for the next 1,000 soldiers? So this $1,000, these employees are going to work for me to generate $2,000 in the next 12 months. So now I have a new 1,000 soldiers plus this 1,000 soldiers, and by the end of the year, I have 4,000 soldiers. Now you're generating wealth without you worrying about where is it coming from. It started with you. The concept started with your discipline. And what was your discipline? You stayed focused on the goal of $1,000, and you realized you was a general. And as a general, you have two choices. You can be a general who can handle cash, or you can be a general that destroys it. Again, thank you for staying tuned and watching the show today. If you've never checked out Primo Talks before, don't forget to like, subscribe. The next one I'm going to do is going to be a part 2. We're going to talk about this factor, how to use leverage once you develop this behavior. You may already have $1,000. So you're saying, this video right here, yes, I already know how to do 1,000. Well, let's talk about how to use leverage next, and which one is the best to use, and how would you determine which one is the best to use based on you using the rule of $38.47 that turns into $1,000. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Even if you don't necessarily like this video, please leave a comment. I love getting those comments because those comments help the channel grow, whether they're good or bad. These are all things that allow us to learn and adjust. Again, I always measure, I'm always monitoring, I'm always adjusting, and I'm always controlling outcomes. And I want you to as well. Check out our store, and I'll see you next time.